It's early September and I just thought I'd give you an update in how things are getting on in the container garden today. Because of the really bad summer, I had to take a lot of things down, like the runner beans, earlier than I would usually, but that's been good in some ways. I've been able to plant some winter things early. So this is spinach, which I've sown quite thickly, and I'm going to take some of those plants out and move them into another container. These are some dwarf beans that, if you saw the last video, were really badly attacked by slugs, and they have survived and producing some beans here, but yeah, I'll get a few handfuls of beans off this, but it's not been hugely successful. These are some things for winter, some kale and some Chinese cabbages, and these nasturtiums will obviously die back, but they've suddenly grown. We've had some nice warm days recently, and they've suddenly grown quite quickly. These are lettuces that I've planted for sort of late autumn, and this chard did quite well in this sort of cool summer, and I thought I was going to have to pull it out because it was bolting, but actually it seems to be still doing well, so I thought I would pick it actually quite soon, quite heavily, but then it should keep regrowing over autumn and into spring next year. But quite pretty colours at the front of the house. And this is some rocket or rockola, which again I've really sown thickly for harvesting in the next few weeks, and I'll be planting something else a bit spaced further apart for winter in there. And I've sown some more seeds around the bottom of this sunflower, some more rocket rockola down there, some land lettuce in there, and what else do we have? We have some strawberries, which they're perpetual strawberries, which means they keep fruiting through the year, and they've actually been producing really well the last few weeks. Another crop of carrots and spring onions, nearly ready for harvest on the top here. This is a blackberry, looking past its best now. Just about pick them all, I think, but it's done very well. This is some more rocket rockola I've planted. That will hopefully keep going through the winter now, that crop here. And these blueberries. I love these colours with different hues as they ripen, but there's quite a good crop on here. I used to have lots more plants, but they died in the frost last winter, so this is my last one. But the apples are all ready for picking, and they are delicious at the moment. And there's lots of them, and you probably can't see them all, but normally we get about 100 apples, which is basically just like sort of one a day for me and the rest of the family for a good month or so. And over here we have some more chard. This is nice. This is garlic chives, which the bees are really enjoying at the moment. These flowers are edible and very tasty, and the leaves are as well, tasting like garlic. And what else do we have here? Another sowing of spring onions. This sowing of spring onions here, I'm just about to harvest the last ones, but it's been giving me spring onions for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'll be making a separate video about that. And there's some leeks which haven't grown as big as I would like. I obviously sowed them too close, but it's experimental and they've been tasty, so it's been good. These are wineberries coming to the end. These wineberries taste a bit like raspberries. You can see some here. They look a bit like raspberries as well. And we actually had almost more than we could eat off 2 plants, so I'm going to be reducing that to 1 plant for next year. And at the back here, we've just got some lamb's lettuce I sowed for some winter. And these are some microgreens, actually for a workshop I'm doing, but this is a really good time of year actually for sowing microgreens, and I'll be doing my course on microgreens again, running my online course on microgreens again in the next few weeks, I hope. And so yeah, that's just the tour of the garden. A few flowers, as you can see. Always like to have a few flowers on the go to support the pollinators and to add a bit of beauty. I love this. Bees love this. But look at the lovely sort of purpley, greeny purpley colours there. Anyway, finally we've had having a nice warm day, which has been very rare. And that's just a quick tour of how the container garden is looking. I'm planning a complete replan, a redesign I should say, for next year, which I'm actually quite excited about. So yeah, we'll see how it evolves and develops next year. Oh, this is amazing. This is a Verbena Barensis, and it's actually managed to seed underneath this pot here. So anyway, I will give you another update soon.